the cost of the election will surprise a lot of people, but it will also make it clear that this election may not be necessary.
If speculation proves true and the Prime Minister triggers an election this weekend, Canadians can expect a heftier bill to exercise their right to vote, the added costs prompted by extra COVID protocols, as Canadians head into a fourth wave of the pandemic.
We have to remember that democracy is messy and it's expensive.
It's Ottawa's worst-kept secret, the likelihood of a snap election to be called this Sunday. The estimated $610 million price tag is approximately $110 million more than the last two elections. Trudeau will be judged on his handling of the pandemic, and Brownsy believes he's hoping to turn his performance on public health into a majority government.
It plays well for the incumbents. Who wants to change a government in the middle of a pandemic? It would be, many voters will simply say that's not a reasonable thing to do.
This wouldn't be the first time Canadians cast a ballot during the pandemic. BC, Saskatchewan, New Brunswick, and Newfoundland have all held provincial elections during the pandemic. Provinces relied on early voting, mail-in ballots, and extra health protocols to pull them off. Canada's chief public health officer has said it can be done safely.
The key advice is really to observe all those good practices, and that would then make safe voting possible, whether it's the social distancing and mask wearing.
Despite the blessing from Tam, Brownsy believes the extra cost that comes with a pandemic election could be better spent.
I would make it very clear that this election, A, is unnecessary, and two, B, it's very expensive. And do we need to do that right now? Spend $600 million in the middle of this pandemic? Shouldn't that money be used for other purposes?
All signs point to a September 20th election date. In Ottawa, Nigel Newlove, City News.